This is Placate with Team Fortress 2 mod news, I guess, and also classic offensive news. This is a bit of a weird jumbled video, a bunch of stuff that's not particularly related to classic offensive. You know, a lot of it's tangentially related, but none of it has to do with specific news about the mod itself. So I don't feel it's necessary to put into a classic offensive news video. First off, Team Fortress 2 Classic has a Steam store page. This is great. This means that Team Fortress 2 mods are going to be going ahead with Steam releases. But yeah, Team Fortress 2 Classic is coming to Steam. Open Fortress, you know, I think it's a smaller team. I might be wrong, but currently they're just getting their heads on straight and they're like, yeah, this came out of nowhere. Give us a second to breathe. But yeah, this is great. This is great news for them. This is perfect. Exactly what we want. You know, but for Classic Offensive, it's a little bit of a strange situation, right? Because CSGO is currently a beta branch within CS2 because it's using the same app ID, and you know, because CS2 is Steam's cash cow, are they going to be more protective? But do keep in mind that Team Fortress 2 is also a cash cow for Valve. They're currently, I believe, 74th. Well, they're at least like bronze in Steam's top 100 grossing games on Steam. And that essentially means that Valve still does care about TF2. It's just that with this TF2 mod situation, now people can basically use their TF2 skins in TF2 mods, because the TF2 mods can now see skins in a read-only state. Valve just fell into a situation in which they can make a ton of money. I think the same thing can apply to CSGO. If you didn't know, there are a lot of mods that make use of Valve skins, or they reached out to CSGO Workshop people to try to use their skins. A lot of these mods are quiet for legal reasons, but they do exist, and this opportunity exists despite the fact that the biggest CSGO mod, Classic Offensive, doesn't want to use skins. But even then, I believe that that mod is beneficial to Valve because it would give them a player base that is willing to spend more time in a casual version of Counter-Strike's gameplay loop before and or after spending time in a competitive version of the game loop. And by casual, I don't mean super casual, like not caring at all. What I meant by a casual experience is you're not fucking around the entire time, but you know, sometimes you just fuck around, you try a play that might not work, or you know, you're messing around with friends, but you're still, at the end of the day, you're not just treating it like team deathmatch the whole time. But yeah, the CS2 goes a little beyond that. Anyway, let's step off of the CS2's ultra competitive topic for just a second. I have a speculation that maybe Classic Offensive was denied by Steamworks because of the way that they went about patching the security issues. It's secure, but maybe Valve just has super high standards and didn't believe that keeping up with security updates via binary patching was secure enough or something like that. I don't know. Because clearly someone at Steamworks wasn't happy with the way in which Classic Offensive did the security patches or something. I don't know. I think that that's fine, honestly, but maybe Valve has higher standards for even mods. And I think that, yeah, releasing the CSGO SDK would be the best way to allow the Classic Offensive team to meet those standards. But some people are saying, oh, Valve is not going to do that because a lot of CSGO's code is used in CS2. Well, if you remember the leak from years ago, right? The CSGO leak? The game did not change that substantially from that year to the last version of CSGO. So really, there's not much risk. And if you weren't aware, making something open source tends to make it a lot more secure. The community is able to nitpick at issues with the code and also find vulnerabilities that you wouldn't be able to find otherwise. So anyway, the point is that the CSGO SDK, there's really nothing barring it from coming out. The last argument I could think of is that it would split the player base of CS2. I don't think it will. Too many people like the flashy ranks that they can get in CS2. Many people are focused on the skins in Counter-Strike 2. You won't be able to open those in mods, even if there is a read-only inventory system. And the other thing is, there are way too many people that are interested in getting case drops and experience. I don't see why mods of Counter-Strike Go can't come out. There is a community of players that are forming in Counter-Strike Source. It's not that many of them, to be honest, but I think that if Classic Offensive were to come out, this little community of players that's tired of the hyper-competitive nature of Counter-Strike 2 would grow and be fostered within Classic Offensive. I don't think that this group of players would destroy CS2's numbers or something like that. It's like, like very few people that play CS2 will migrate to Classic Offensive. I don't think that Classic Offensive splits the player base. I don't see why the CSGO SDK can't be released, and I definitely don't see why Classic Offensive can't be released. All I know is that this situation is still ongoing. Valve is still just being silent. And as my updates have stated, we're not really getting any new news. So I think in this part of the Source and Valve and whatever community, we still need to be making noise about Classic Offensive. I'm not sure about Gabe Follower. There are rumblings about him making a video. I don't know. But Tyler McVicker is 100% making a video about Classic Offensive in the coming days, weeks, whatever, which is good. I do think that this project needs more noise. I'm trying to create entertainment that focuses eyeballs on this project, but at the end of the day, I just created this channel February 1st. I have very little reach. Tyler McVicker has a lot more reach, and he's talking about Valve related stuff in a much more broad context, in a much more broad way, which means that he's going to have a larger audience than me 100% with this video. So yeah, I think that this is 100% great, that someone with an actual reach is going to be talking about this pretty soon. You know, it felt kind of isolating to be the only person on YouTube talking about this. Recently, I saw another video by this guy here who made a much more coherent and a much more to the point and articulate video than what I created, and I'm glad that this guy also made a video about the project. But yeah, the long and short of it is that we need more noise about this project. We need more people talking about it. You know, this mod is not going to come out if people are just silent about it and Valve can just hand wave it away and ignore it, because that's what they did for months. A friend of mine was letting me lurk in the Classic Offensive Discord for a few months, and that's what was happening. Like, they were just being ignored for months, and it pissed me off. And I was like, all right, I've got to do something. I've got to like put out some videos. You know, it also gave me an opportunity to make YouTube videos. You know, it's fun. If this actually goes somewhere, Classic Offensive comes out, I might start making a Classic Offensive funny moment video. I don't know what else to do. I'll think of something, but yeah, I do want to keep using this channel for something else if Classic Offensive comes out. If not, I will autistically and stubbornly push these videos out until something happens. You know, at the end of the day, they give me a good exercise for getting better at mixing and mastering audio. I'm really abysmal at it. I'm really garbage at it, and this has been helping. Point is that I really care about this project, and that's the primary reason as to why I pump out these videos. The secondary reason is because after a while I realized, oh, this is a good opportunity for me to get better at mixing and mastering my audio. And then the tertiary reason is because I want to make funny YouTube videos. I find that entertaining for myself. So anyway, this has been Classic Offensive and Team Fortress 2 mod news for February 25th, 2025. There will be a normal Classic Offensive news video posted today at 9 p.m. GMT on February 25th. This is just a video to get a bunch of miscellaneous stuff out there. Thanks for watching. Oh yeah, happy birthday, Zool.